Hey Summoners, Mythras here. Today what I wanted to talk to you about is the awesome fusion event that Com2S gave to us. And what I want to do is just talk to you briefly here because we have about 24 hours left to make our picks. So I wanted to go through each of the monsters and hopefully give you an idea of who might benefit your account the most, particularly any new players or those that already have a couple of these monsters or have done the fusion stuff already. So with this fusion support project, we have access to Veromos and Sigmarus. And when I say access, they're pretty much getting us half the way on top of all the different materials that we need for Awakening. This is a pretty sweet deal and special event that I really like. You can go through and look at each of those monsters and things that might benefit you best. But this event's really here to help you fuse and quickly progress your account. This I've been playing for almost 2 years. This is one of the first times that I've seen something like this. So what you're going to do is you got to complete each of the missions. You're not going to be able to necessarily do it today, so hopefully each of you have been working on it. You got 7 different things here, and I'll go through and collect each of these. And you're going to get a bunch of nice rewards that obviously help with that progression. And then they cover, one is the actual fusion, what's the recipes. As you can see here, here's an example. You need to be level 17 and up. And obviously anything else that needs to happen here. So the biggest thing that I wanted to go over here are each of these 8 monsters that we're going to have access to. And one of the reasons why I want to do this, again, particularly for those that might be struggling on who to pick. So first we have Argon. So Argon's the Wind Vampire, and I'm going to cover the ones that go into Veromos first. So some of the things that he needs and can do is he's decent for giants as well as necro. Now, one of the things is he's also a nuker, but the reality is, and for my account, he's not the guy that I'm going to pick. Then we have Akia. Typically, she's food. However, I've read stuff where she's somewhat decent at endgame. I don't necessarily recommend using her. Now, here's the next one that I would definitely probably pick. Makeen, so Water Undine. Personally, for me, she's a good reviver, excellent heal, and not the best, but she heals. Now, one of the cool things about her is kind of really the CC that you're going to get out of her, the crowd control. With 100% crit, she can freeze every time, which is pretty sweet. So you can utilize that. Personally, this is probably my #1 pick out of the 8 here. Next, we have Kume. Kume is pretty much farmable and food, so I wouldn't really worry about it. But if you do want to use him, you could use him for Necro if you want. But jokingly, people like to feed him to Rakaja, I believe it is, the Wind Yeti. Now, here's another good pick, I believe, Orang. Orang's awesome for raids and GB10. And a very, very good Wind Nuker. And quite frankly, Orang is probably the most versatile of these 8 monsters that you're going to have a chance to get here. So Orang is my #2 pick. And then next we have Jojo. Jojo is a early game nuker, bomber, whatever you want to call him. The one thing is he is the easiest to obtain. So with that said, he's also one of the weakest. He's decent for replacement for Beretta from kind of a crowd control, dots, stunning, stuff like that. However, the thing that you gotta be wary of is that early game there's a lot of counters to him like Kunmaya and stuff like that. Next we have Susano. So Susano is a water ninja. The best thing about Susano is his leader skill. That leader skill is plus 30% for speed for water monsters. A decent, excellent nuker, and can farm Famian Hell. Very early game can definitely do, hard. Early game can do hard. Hell, you're going to need a little bit more work and good runes for him. And then the last one we have is Mina. Not going to spend any time on her just because pretty much food. Good benefit is attack bar reducer. So what I'm going to do here quickly is make my picks. So again, based off what I said, so what you're going to do is you're just going to select the monster. Then you're going to go collect. All right, and we'll check the inbox here. So now, obviously, grayed out. We're going to go to the next one here, and we're going to take Orang. So these two I definitely need. Now, one of the things I didn't cover that I will show you here in 1 second after I collect all these other goodies is not only do I think that those two monsters are very versatile for your team, but the other benefit, let's get to my fusion, is the additional fusions that you're going to get. So again, here's Sigmarus, here's Veromos. You're essentially taking one of each, and awesome that Undine and Rang are also part of Valkyria here. And so this is another thing to notice and be aware of, is that you also get halfway done here with that. So please think twice when you're picking your monsters. Aki is going to give you access to Fire Panda Warrior, and then let's see here, and the other two cover that one. So yeah, no crossover elsewhere. Yeah. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you guys today. Hopefully, again, that this is going to help make some of your picks just a little bit easier for you with the Summoner's War Fusion Support Project. Again, 24 hours left on the clock, as you can see here. I wish you all the best of luck. Obviously, you should be able to get through a couple of these today. You can at least knock out probably the leveling, as well as acquiring your essences, and then one other one for whatever dungeons today, which we can look real quick just so that you're aware. And fire. So at least 4, you can at least get one of the monsters today if you hadn't started. Anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that information helps you figure out which monster to take on next. Best of luck, summoners.